What do you say, DFK? It's Sir Worm on here with Wowee, and it's what in the DFK is this? Welcome, Wowee, to the show.
Hey, thanks. I'm glad to be here.
It's, you've been one of my big gets. It's like I definitely want to have Wowee on the show because I I love hearing your voice and your theories and your strategies. And to be honest, I missed the 5 hour Twitch streams. I
Yeah,
can't,
to
I
be
can't,
honest, I
I
miss them
can't wait
too.
for the next codex. I can't wait for the next codex. That's what it's like, I don't care if it's even in the combat. Just release the paper one so that we can get the stream. We can speculate.
Yeah, right. I'm looking
Uh,
for the chef codex next.
yes, the chef codex. But yeah, I wonder what their first advanced codex would be.
I've been wondering that for a while too. I have a feeling it's going to be paladin. Like
Right, and
that's
that's what I keep thinking too,
it's my
just because of
speculation. Workhorse light he loves paladin too much.
exactly. But that also could play opposite because Hubert was a big monk guy, and monk was wasn't the last, but was one of the last to
Yeah, it
be
was back
released.
there.
But of course, it was one of the more unique ones too. Um, but let's get right into record speculation. Have you seen, as you can see on the screen, I have the new or the latest checklist for the team and seeing where they are right now. Have you read it?
Oh yeah, I've
Well,
been all up and down this thing. Yeah, I think
uh,
well when it first came out, I think I messaged Maddie and I was like, all right, which one do you think it's gonna be?
I'm still sticking with Seer. I, I,
I think Seer's a really good pick, to be honest. I mean, it was a codex that came out really early as well.
right. And I don't know if people have been paying attention, but they have basically been releasing the codexes in order of their original release.
Yeah,
So the
true.
next one is Seer. The next one is Seer, and if they follow the order of releases.
Yeah, that's 100% true. And I'm not 100% sure. I didn't check, but is every mechanic that the Seer has covered in this checklist?
No,
I didn't think so.
because retaliate's not in their checklist.
Right, but that could just be all misnomer stuff where they're throwing in additional things that'll be happening later.
Right.
But say like we know for a fact that Seer has a delay effect or has
Yes.
delay effects. We know that they got a blind mechanic. They might. But
I'm not positive.
we know they got multiple mechanics. So I'm thinking if every status effect that the Seer has is covered in this checklist, it's pretty much guaranteed.
And there's also the possibility of rewrite. So even though it's not in their codex now, doesn't mean it won't be.
Yeah, 100%.
So, because the earlier the hero is, the more likely the codex is going to get rewritten to some extent. And Seer was pretty early, I would say.
Ooh, you know what just hit me?
No,
We
coming.
we might be wrong. It might not be for a codex.
It might be for the enemy.
It might be for a reworking of the gene traits.
Oh, I didn't. Woo!
And gene traits might be the next thing that goes live.
I didn't even think about that. I mean, they did say because I know genes is definitely high on the list. I don't know how close it is to
Well,
release.
the things that's making me think that is there's blind mechanic and then they have tick based status effect mechanics, which could either be burn or it could be poison. And both of these would be covered in the basic 1 and 2 of the active traits for blinding winds and poison blade.
Right. And burn, would any of them have burn? I guess explosion could have burn mechanics, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking that they're going to be coming out like that's going to be one of the big reveals that they're going to have is a reworked gene trait. Because I mean, if we go through the active and passive tree right now, like we know some of these are definitely going to be changed. Some of
Right.
like as colorful as they really wanted them to be. Speed was going to be reworked for sure. You know, some
Right.
stuff was a little strong, some stuff wasn't strong enough, and I think I think that's what they're leading up to. I think I got their number.
I hope you do. Oh man, that would be, oh my gosh. I mean, that would change the game. Uh
Plus those
I
bonus
mean,
mystery mechanics. I mean, come on, that's unknown stat 1 and 2, right?
oh my gosh. Now you got my head spinning. Like we're gonna be totally changing our course of this whole stream. I'd be like, wow. If it's the active 1 and 2 and oh my goodness.
Ooh,
I
Reliquary
wouldn't
Giant's got a
even
really
know.
good point. It could be new potions.
Could all jeez. Come on,
That's a
Melody.
great
Could you
one.
it's like
Offensive potion usage? That'd be great.
we're trying to narrow down and open up more cans of worms. Oh man.
I
Pun
mean, the talk
intended. Cans
of
of
an alchemist class where it would basically be like the thief's battle budget utility, but like in reverse, where it uses your battle budget specifically to like deal ability damage.
oh.
So I mean, like an offensive potion based class would be very interesting as a codex.
Oh my gosh. That'd be super mat intensive. Oh wow. That would be awesome if they had an alchemist
Oh yeah,
as far as the
I've been on
next
the alchemist
class.
train for a while.
I don't think I've heard that one. But yeah, that would be great. I mean, wow. Yeah, that would totally because they do need I think they need more magic based or spell based classes.
Right.
That would qualify. And they had talked about possibly getting rid of the alchemist because that is because we will be able to do it. Well, because we have an alchemist. If you have an alchemist craft, would you have an alchemist class?
It'd probably be called. It might be worded something different,
Right.
but I see. I don't know if you can get rid of the. I know I remember they said something about like we're going to be retiring the alchemist, but if they're retiring the alchemist, I don't want there to be a gold cost to my potion crafting anymore.
Yeah. I mean, you would. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out, but yeah, if, with the crafting, I mean, they obviously can't get rid of it until crafting's in place and or there is the alchemist class.
Right.
Uh, but yeah, I could see. Yeah, it's gonna cost us more. It's gonna cost it's gonna cost us more in the end. Oh man. And as far and it's gotta be BYOP. What do you think will be the most outside of mana and health, the next most used potion?
That's a good question. I'm going to be honest. I'm not 100% sure what all stat potions they have right now. I know there was like a blindness potion or anti-blind, or like blind cure
Anti-blinds.
potion, poison
We can
cure.
we
Let's
can
see.
go to our alchemist.
Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's definitely going to be stamina vial.
Yeah. Stamina
Let's
vial, I think is
I
well, yeah, I
think
guess so.
the agility potion is probably going to be like one of the most important ones in the game.
Agility, swiftness.
Yeah. So swiftness potions would be
Mhm.
very interesting. Like if they're an out of combat use item, like the stamina vial, um, like the stamina vial would be.
Right, right,
If the swiftness potion is an out of combat potion, which makes it so for the start of combat you've got increased agility for like a certain amount of turns, like that would be super interesting. But if it's a use a turn to gain agility over a certain number of turns, it would have to be substantial. It would have to be substantial agility to make up for that action economy.
right. Because right now we have the priest spell that adds agility to a hero, and that's the only one that can increase a hero's speed.
Right.
And I mean, maybe I'm using bad priest to do it, but I haven't really noticed much. I haven't really gained much from it when I've used it, at least from what I've noticed. Now, maybe when they do their new time bar, you'll be able to pinpoint it better, or whether how effective it is. But it doesn't seem that effective to me. Have you used that spell at all when you do boar hunts?
I did use it in the very beginning, and it was super useful for like niche comps, like bleed comps, where
Okay.
I was trying to get my fast archer to cycle as many turns as possible to stack bleeds up as quickly as they could. But the amount of agility they go up isn't enough to like outclass the baby boars. So I still have that. I was still behind in the speed game, even
Right.
with the priest buff.
Oh, those baby boars. Oh man. I mean, I have more disdain for the baby boars than I do the mama boar. When I
Yeah, the
when I
baby
play
boars
that
are
game,
rough,
especially later, I think they've gotten smarter because they
right?
now know the target. Like, okay, Mama's chart is channeling. Let me get my priest up and heal so that we're ready for this. Then they go and do a headbutt, daze my priest. It goes behind the mama boar, and then I get trampled on and I lose a hero. And I go,
Yep.
you go like, ah.
Happens every time. Yeah, I've gone from a wild charge into a double headbutt where they've taken out both of my back lines right after a wild charge, and it was the absolute worst.
Exactly. It's like, so then you're sitting there, like, I'm sitting there with my archer. Do I throw a health potion even though I have a priest? And I go like, I don't want to. I go like, oh my gosh, yeah, those baby boars are, I, I've got to, yeah, I've got to kill them. That's how as soon as I get in, it's like I got to get number one out of the way as quickly as possible, and then once I have one out of the way, I feel a lot better. But when they're
Yeah,
both,
once you got the one, it's like, all right, this is now doable. I'm not really subject to bad RNG as much.
right, yeah, I mean, the one can still wreak a little havoc, especially if you lose a hero. When it's an even match, as far as numbers of between the boards and you, then you go like, okay, I got to get one down so I can have the man advantage or the hero advantage.
Right.
Otherwise, then you feel a lot more confident, unless you're like barely hanging on. It's like I got no more potions, and I got like 100 health between the three of us. Oh man, it is crazy. But let me go back to. Uh, I was never sharing that. I was never sharing this. I had actually went to the and now I'm back here. So yeah. So mm,
I'm still thinking it's Thief. To be complete, like if it wasn't gonna be Seer and they weren't doing like the same order in which they had the codex come out in, if I was to say anything, like I'm still on
you're still
Thief
on Team
and
Thief,
Wizard. Like Thief or Wizard, like those are the only ones I'm thinking of. They were
right?
saying like, oh, we're gonna have to introduce a new system for combat, and the only systems I can think of are the battle budget and the AP system for Wizard.
Right.
And I mean, if I look at everything else, right, we've got blind mechanic, we've got delay mechanics, tick based mechanics. What is it? And then like with the bring your own potion mechanics, right? There's the weight management functionality. That's 100% right there. Oh, if it's not Wizard, I think it's Thief. Thanks, Dags. Appreciate that. But the BYOP weight management, that's the battle budget. Like right there,
Yeah.
that's it.
Dreamer just said on box that it's not Wizard.
Yeah, if it's not going to be Wizard, I think it's going to be Thief.
Wow. That's a shame. I really wish it was Wizard. But yeah, I'm sticking with yeah. I'm still sticking with Team Seer personally.
Seer would make
and like
sense.
Seer is such a crazy class.
True, but they may rework a lot of the abilities like they did for the initial 3.
True.
Or the initial 4.
Yeah. Do you think they wouldn't introduce arcane power, you would think, to the Seer, would they?
I would be a huge fan if they did that. To be completely, I would love it if 2 classes had access to arcane power, because that means a ton more like variants between subclasses have more access. Like I would be a huge fan if they opened up AP to Seers, because that means my Night Seers would be even more interesting.
It would definitely make it a lot more interesting. And if they open arcane power to Seer, which
oh yeah, that's right, Scarlet does have access to AP. It would only make sense if Seers had access to AP. You're right. Thank you, Sticks.
Like you want it, I guess
still recovering.
I guess the lore side of it is like, how would they'd probably be able to draw from the same type of power as Wizards, I would think, from a lore perspective.
All day.
So yeah, that would be interesting if they did do arcane power with Seer. And that would be a huge rework for Seer if they had to.
Yeah, especially with like I'm still trying to figure out what they're thinking. Like, is it going to be arcane power built up for the like use of the entire team, or is it going to be per unit, like their own generated AP? I think it's going to be the latter, but I'd be really, really, really excited if it was the former.
Yeah, I think it's I always envision it as per hero versus party arcane power. That would be crazy if it was party arcane power.
Yeah.
But there was wasn't there one or two? I would guess it was moves or something that I think it was a scholar that they basically couldn't use it. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. It's been so long since I read the scholars codex. But there was a move where they could build up the arcane power, but they couldn't use it, or they could pass it along to somebody. Was it?
Oh, really? Which one was that?
Wasn't there one similar? Am I totally making this up? It's like I could be totally making this up. I could like, but there was something to that effect where they weren't. It wasn't a straight one for one. It's like I built up the arcane power and I'm using it. I think it was the scholar was building up the arcane power and they were passing it along. Yeah, I think.
I don't remember that.
But no.
Yeah, Scholars of Mana Battery does sound familiar.
I'll have to go back in a previous Wowee show and scroll
It's been so long.
and see with the scholar and see what is like. I think that sticks out in my head because it was such an interesting dynamic than what we were previously thinking of arcane power. That
right.
So that maybe, which would lend to the whole you build up build it up for the party.
Right. Well, I mean, it's funny too because like out of the 33 lines that are in the, or I guess the 31 lines that are in the class abilities, 28 of them have the word arcane power in the cell. So there's only what, one, two, three, yeah, there's only 3 abilities that the scholar has that doesn't deal with arcane power.
Wow. Wow. I wonder, does the wizard have that same ratio?
I think the wizard
Yeah.
has like I think it's one, like every single thing they do does AP. Yeah.
So wow. Wowee. Oh
Ooh.
man.
I'm a big
Yes,
fan
I
of
did.
Warrior. What can I say?
Warrior.
Which I mean, we could talk about Warrior for a second if you want to segue into talking about some affixes strategies.
Fixes. Yes, let's do that. Oh, I have no background music at all. But yes, the fixes. The if for those who don't know, uh, we have been around the Mythic Squad is doing a tournament on Saturday, January 27th.
Ooh, I think you're going in and out with your audio here. I'm not sure what's going on.
If I turn it back off, is that better?
Yes.
All right. The music is interfering with my. Got it. Unfortunately. So on the 27th, they are running a Mad Boar tournament, and the way you progress is you have 3 heroes complete an affix with you get one. You're one and done for each round or each affix. So you have to complete it successfully to move on. And also that because of the way it's set up in game, you're going to need 3 new heroes for each round. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to happen after 7 p.m. Eastern, which is the cutoff, which is what, midnight UTC. Um, so the first one is the void effects, where you could do. There's no limitations. You can do whatever you want. You can bring whatever heroes you want, whatever you're great at. Probably your ones you're confident will win, but not necessarily your top because you want to save your top for later rounds. So that is round one. Just just win, baby, is just kind of like how you have to think about that one. Just anyway, you got to get it done, get it done. And then the Genesis is the Knight, Archer, Priest one. So if you're not accustomed to using one of those 3, which is usually the Priest is the one that's the usually the dividing line, is whether you will fare well or not. I am a Priest maxi. How about you? Are you pro priest, anti priest?
Oh, I'm pro priest. I think priests are great. Um, they bring a lot of utility, honestly. Um, the biggest difference between using priests and not using priests is if you've got like really high caliber DPS units, I'd like a priest probably isn't as important. But if you're having like if you're struggling just a little bit, if you're running run of the mill heroes, if you're running like conjoined stats that are a little bit lower than average, like a priest offers some stability that wouldn't be there. Like it
True.
would be like the difference would be a big struggle versus having a chance.
Yeah, you do. It definitely lessens your firepower unless you have a priest with one of their
With Holy
two
Wrath.
with Holy Wrath, and I guess it's Holy Light and Holy Wrath. Holy Light is
Yeah.
okay, and Holy Wrath is definitely can pack a punch.
Well,
Um,
the thing you want with Holy Wrath and Holy Light is just going back and forth and using it,
yeah,
because you get the stun chance on top of Holy Wrath, which gives you action economy, gives you everything you ever want.
the the downside of Holy Light takes away from I guess the basic healing spell, which I use. It's probably the one I use the most.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Yeah,
Prayer of Healing is just
because
too good.
yeah, because it's because it's so little mana, you can use it repeatedly and not worry about it as much.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you can even, if you're lucky enough, you can just use that and not even give any more mana to use a mana potion on your priest.
Yeah,
So
100%.
that's the downside of taking Holy Light. As soon as you take Holy Light now to heal your party, you have to use healing spells that are probably double or more the mana cost that you would have used.
Oh
So
yeah, priests are mana hungry.
yeah, now if you got the right one, I mean they got a huge mana bar. So
Mm-hmm.
if you've been lucky on your level ups with your rolls, your mana rolls, then you can still get through it. And then, oh, were you going to say something?
Oh no, you're good.
Ah, so round three is a hero without a codex, which maybe I've done it once or twice, but I haven't really found a hero that I'm comfortable with to do this round yet.
In my personal opinion, go for one of the higher rarities, the mutated ones that are defensive. So like your dragoons, your dread knights, your paladins, like the defensive ones that you can put out in front if they've leveled up extremely well, like the health pool level ups for dread knights and paladins are insanely high. So if you use a potion on them, I think like if you say you get to like a 900 HP by level 10 or 12, whatever, on a dread knight, right? Maybe even
Yeah.
higher. An HP pot, a health potion would heal more on that dread knight than any heal a priest can do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But so your team Vit slash HP versus team agility slash evasion, which brings your ninjas, thieves, shapeshifters. Say now, if you can somehow get lucky and you have both, you have one of the agility heroes who happen to have like mega great HP rolls, then that's definitely the person to use.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
I'd be curious to see how, like, if someone had a level 15 ninja and they're running a 15 standardized boar hunt, like, and let's say it's like cracked out with agility, it's got like 60 agility or something like that. Like, what is the actual evasion rate then? I'd be very interested to see that.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think
Because if it's like 7 or 8, I'm not going to be very impressed.
but if you're using a high evasion character hero, would it be more beneficial to make them like they're 15 and you're running 12s, the other two are 12s, and so you're doing a level 13 comp or anything to get the level lower, but they're the highest level hero you got.
Yeah, I think that's a very good way to do it. Like, if you're doing a high level like I said, on the defensive side for the HP rolls, if you're doing a higher level like paladin, like if you're doing a level 50, let's say we want to do a like below 15 standardized boar run, right? Averaged out, I would
Yeah.
say go for a like level 15 paladin and then go for like a level 11 and level 12 or like two level 12 uh like DPS or healing units because you get so much more value out of that gigantic HP pool and the natural defensiveness of just what they roll naturally.
Right. Yes. Agreed. Agreed. Got distracted with the chat. Uh, Sorry about that. Yeah, the chat distracted me. Chat, behave. Uh, so then an immortal, there is no healer, so the anti-priest people will be able to shine.
Oh yeah,
I
that one's gonna that one's all about burning down as fast as humanly possible.
Right, yeah. Like let's DPS, let's DPS this thing and get out of here. And
A lot of triple archer teams are gonna be coming in there.
yes, I think Triple Archer is probably going to be the top combo for that level for that round. Parched, the one potion one, which is so this one seems, at least when I've been doing it, well, one, it's all you can't get in your head because if you get in your head, you could totally just misplay. Uh, because there's definitely been times where I've only used one, but I didn't really plan for it. But now that you're trying to plan for it, are you going to do the same moves that you would have done? Does that make sense?
No, that makes complete sense. Now, honestly, it's a good point because the way I look at it here is plan to use no potions and just like hold back that you've got one get out of jail free card, not three.
Right. So this is the one where I think I definitely want a priest because then I'm just using that one potion for mana, and I have healing on in my back pocket. I don't have to worry about heal. So I'll definitely want a priest that I will do well and just
Well,
two DPS. Two
remember,
DPS.
like even with the priest, you got to be careful with the it's a balancing act of support versus burn. I think
Yeah.
burn is going to be more integral here, like triple archer, like kill it as fast as humanly possible is going to be more integral here than having the stability of a priest because that would draw out the length of the fight. And with one potion, you're looking to have RNG not screw you over as often as possible, which I mean, as anyone who's played the hunt knows, is I mean that's a tall order.
It is such a tall RNG seems to just, oh my gosh. RNG just seems to just kick my ass all the time in these boar hunts. I don't know what it is. And then the brutish. This is this is the interesting one where you have to trigger a rampage.
Yeah, I love this one. So you got to
This is
trigger a rampage, and then all three of your heroes have to survive the win.
Yeah, that is crazy. It's crazy. Now, what I want to know is I haven't done it. If you kill both babies at the same time, or at least before mama goes, it's still just one rampage, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I've actually done that. I've killed both boars at the same time. It's only one rampage.
So that ideally that's what you do. Because if
That
you're
would
gonna
that
trigger
be
it,
ideal.
or you kill the other one in a normal fashion, like when she's channeling or she's exhausted or stunned, or because if you stun her and then kill the baby, her since her turn got skipped, that shouldn't trigger a rampage. That doesn't just delay the rampage, does it? I haven't
No,
done
yeah,
that yet.
It doesn't trigger a rampage if you if the mama boar is stunned, taunted, or exhausted.
Right. Taunted, I've always got to be careful. Like in the beginning when I was using taunt, I was going like, this thing is broken. I don't know what. And it's because I kept, like, I would kill the baby and then I attacked the mama, which basically took the taunt off.
Yeah.
And then she rampaged. I go like, how do this? I'm like, I'm still getting beat up. And I go like, that was my big issue.
Yeah,
And
I think that
once I
happened to a
figured that
lot of
out, I'm like, oh, I
people.
gotta make sure that even though I've killed the baby, she's still not going for 3 more. I got 2 more heroes to go. I gotta make sure those 2 don't do anything
Right.
to touch the mama. You know, pass your
Yeah, use a
turn,
potion, do
use a
something
potion.
else.
You know, reposition. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just don't touch her. It's like,
I will say, take a page out of Styx Intern's book here. My advice on this affix: utilize debuffs and stack them. Utilize debuffs and stack them. Specifically, War Cry from Warrior and Mighty Strike from the Knight.
those are two skills I don't use very often.
Right. So what they're going to do is they're going to make it so the War Cry on the Warrior, it gives everyone extra damage whenever they
Right.
deal damage. Then if the enemies don't resist it, it increases it increases your accuracy across your team as well. And then what else does it do? It intimidates each target if it doesn't resist, and that's a 15% decrease in damage done, and that can stack twice. So if you stack 2 War Cries, right, that's a 30% reduction in damage done on the rampage. So that's the way you're going to want to do that one. Plus, with Mighty Strike, not only do you deal a pretty substantial amount of damage with it, but you reduce the target's physical defense by 30%, and I believe this also stacks twice.
Wow.
So you're going to be decreasing the physical defense of any unit you try by 60%. They're going to be debuffed by 30% of the damage they deal. And then your War Cry is going to also increase your damage dealt and your accuracy dealt for a 2-turn setup.
Wow. You know what what probably is my issue with War Cry is when it reduces, when it's a debuff on the enemy and I don't necessarily readily see it. It's almost like it doesn't occur. It's almost like, and while of course that is not, true, but I gotta look at War Cry more.
Styx Intern's dropping some wisdom. He says Warcry debuff only lasts 1 turn. So the debuff is only 1 stack, 15%. But what he's not considering is the fact that I bring 2 warriors.
You double warrior it. Yeah.
It's gonna be warrior knight. We don't care about push and pull mechanics. Anyone can take damage. And we're gonna beat the crap out of everything with a basic attack.
Yeah. So, well, the people are here to see us play a boar hunt. So, see if, are you up for it? I could go first, or you could go. Doesn't matter. I think I'm going to try to play the music. I don't know what that's going to do with my headphones. But let's go to the tavern. But totally, because that would suck. I can't do the music. How am I sounding right now?
Oh yeah, I like the Furious Cleave build too. But I don't got any level 15 warriors. I'm really upset about it.
All right. Do you want me to do my hunt first?
Heck yeah.
I am going to try to do Aphex number 6. And I have a theory I'm going to try out. If I have all the here. Where's the archer never got here? Let me see. Oh, there it is. But apparently I need to get these guys up and going. And I don't have enough potions. All right, please hold. I gotta go get some potions.
I believe, man.
I'm just going to be bad and okay. So I'm going to try to do this with a level 15 priest, and I think 2 level 12 heroes otherwise to keep down the boar's level. I know you said speed, but I'm definitely more defensive in the way I play.
Consistency Kings versus the chaotic degens.
Yeah, I'm a consistency king. Yes, definitely. Let's see. Maybe. All right, let's see. Now I got 2 more. Now I can actually play. Now, I think I did this once before and it went well, but it wasn't these heroes, so we'll have to see how it goes. Back front, continue. Obviously not this hero because I don't even have any things built for it. Gladiator. I've been liking this build for the warrior. And the what's this one? Rapid Onslaught has been pretty powerful.
I like it.
Sometimes I switch this one out for Piercing Arrow to do the bleed stack.
I mean, bleeds are just nice to have, especially because something does something extra on the warrior if they're bleeding, right?
If you do this one, punish, that will get the bleed. That does more damage with bleed.
Gotcha.
And I think this one may also, Brutal Rend may also. No, if target is bleeding, deal additional damage if you do Brutal Rend. I've noticed that when they're not bleeding, it's not really that powerful. So you do want that bleed.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So this one's set up with Holy Light. Do I want Holy Light or do I want a full attacking priest? Or do I want... Oh, right. And I decided, like, for this one, I definitely want Holy Circle. If I'm triggering a rampage, probably my next move with the priest is going to be Holy Circle. And I think... Oh, right. I did want to try
Very interesting build.
I did what my other theory was, when you trigger it, put up Divine Barrier.
That's a good one too.
Put up Divine Barrier right before you get them, so you have additional HP, basically additional HP on your party before it even occurs.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
So that's what I wanted to try. It's like I just like, what did I want to try out? It's like,
Do you still want to do Holy Light instead of Prayer of Healing?
yeah, that's what I'm debating. I'm like, I like to have a little bit of offense, and if I'm doing Divine Barrier, I need Holy Light. You know, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do Prayer of Healing. I'm gonna have a wimpy priest.
Mhm.
All right, so let's see how this goes.
Nice. Let's go.
All right. I don't even know who's gonna attack first. So, and we're waiting, and we're waiting.
It's the hardest boss in the game right here. Pending tab.
Especially with the Holiday Wallet, I can't speed it up. You're just subject to whatever is going on. So, all right, here we go. They get to go first, and they've already dazed my warrior, and of course, my priest is the first one to go. I hate when the priest is first one to go.
Gotta love RNG.
Let's see. I think I don't even think it's even enough to even warrant it. How much should they do? 256. Oh my gosh, that is a lot. It's like I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna pass their turn. See what I get. All right. Now I'm gonna try to get some bleeds on them with the piercing arrow. Okay, it's Vine Braider. I like to call my heroes by their last name because half of the time their first name is so hard to pronounce. Bronze Steel. Okay, what are we gonna do now? We just we can help. So, yeah, we'll just do that.
I agree with Skiller. Using lower level heroes, but like your cracked out stat heroes is probably the best way to do there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we gotta get some action here. I know I give up my chance to inflict bleed, but I'm just trying to get. It hurts every time they miss. It hurts so much. Oh, right. We're going right to Mama Borg. It's already.
This is so super bad luck. Like right out the gate.
All right. I'm just attacking. I only need one board to trigger the rampage. There's a nuzzle. Makes all my hard work just go away. All right, let's do this. Don't miss. Do not miss. All right, there you go.
Ooh, double stun. Oh my god, that's super unlucky. This has got to be one of the most unlucky runs I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, I'm beside myself. Like,
did you get the days too?
I think I did. Alright, yep, their turn just got skipped. I just cleansed that out. I could. Repeated shot's not going to be enough, is it? 240 to 281. Because I only have one other attacking hero before she comes back. I'm going to do it. I'm going to exhaust my hero. I'm going to try to trigger the rampage off of it. Oh, nice! One down.
Yep, here we go. I think you're doing it exactly right. Get rid of one boar the regular way first, and then trigger the rampage when you're fully stabilized.
Yeah. All right. All right, triggered the bleed on that one. Don't like you being there in the front. What am I going to do with you? I'm going to just heal you for now. All right. I thought that might happen, but I was okay with it. And then the only problem with the killing one is if you're in a position and then she does the channel again. Like you could be in a position where you're ready to kill the baby boar, and now the mama's channeling, and you have to wait until she's done being exhausted to kill the baby boar.
Yeah.
And
that could definitely throw a wrench into it. And if it can go wrong, it will.
Right. What am I going to do with you? Heal the warrior for now. Maybe time to get... I think I had the priest give the warrior some mana. Is there some restriction there? Or I guess this one, this hero's exhausted, so they can give the mana. 24, that is not much. All right. How many am I away? I'm 2 away from a wild charge. Now 1 away. I gotta really get this. I gotta get this baby down and out. 90 is not gonna do it. I have to hope. All right, so that's 45 and 45. That's 90. I got 98. Yeah, build up health. Nice. Oh, jeez. I hate you.
Oh man, an unlucky crit.
Ugh. All right. Let's kill this baby. Let's kill this baby.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah. I think I'm going to do it. Because I think she's going to be channeling the next go round.
Well, remember when you cast this. Oh wait, no, I think you're. Who's up next? The priest is up next, then your warrior, then Mama Boar. Yeah, I think you're pretty much as good to go as you're gonna be.
Yeah. All right. Don't miss, dude.
I would suggest just a basic attack. Yeah.
Right. I'd be like, whatever one's the highest accuracy, 89, 85, 85. So we're going with the 89. Do not miss. All right.
Here we go.
Nice. Good outcome.
All right, now be very careful here because Rampage also gives a gigantic buff to attack damage on the Mama Boar. You can see by mousing over on the buffs on her side.
Yeah.
Lucky, that was a lucky taunt.
He can't heal right now. I am just going to. Who's got more health? Well, actually, the Archer does right now, so Archer gets to stay in
And
front,
Mama Boar is only going to hit your frontline units unless they charge a wild charge.
which is probably soon. We're don't have enough for the death kill yet. We're getting there. All right. We're staying alive. How long does this, like, their boost from?
It's 3 turns,
from
right?
is it 3 turns?
Yeah.
It feels like it's forever. It feels.
All right, here's the wild charge.
Yep. I don't really have anything to knock them out of it. So I gotta survive the wild charge, which
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do is holy circle it. And who do I give the mana potion to? Do I give it to the archer or is the warrior? Who punches harder?
I would say don't use your mana pot on anyone other than your priest right now.
You think?
I would heavily suggest only use it on your priest.
Because health, surviving the round's the biggest.
Right, because you've got everything else complete. You just need to survive. And for all the MP that your priest has is more survivability. Everyone can basic attack, but as soon as your priest runs out of mana, you run out of turns to live.
But there is the theory that if I had the ability to do like what's that one with the archer? I think I'm gonna give it to the archer. I think I can do enough damage in one strike.
I hope it works. I want to believe.
Oh, you gotta believe. All right, don't make a liar out of me.
That's a good amount of damage.
It's almost like she needs to do. It's almost like they need to do one more round, then do this move.
11% is pretty scary.
I am risking it. I'm going to do that move in the next go round. You have 348. You have 278. That means you get to move forward. It's my move. Oh, thank you. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Booyah!
There it is.
There it is. Did it. I did
The
it.
Holy Trinity strikes.
Yeah. Well, not the true Holy Trinity. I didn't do the knight,
True.
but
And your archer was tanking most of the time.
yeah. So it worked. I just got to try it a few more times to see how consistent it is. But it did work. The theory did work.
I mean, you probably started out as like worst off as you possibly could, and you came back from that. I don't think I've seen Mama Boar have more than one stun on a wild charge like that in the very beginning. Like,
This is what I'm
that's
talking about.
insane.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't know how many stuns I had to go through. I think I went through like, because the archer got stunned the second wild charge. So I had 3 stuns.
Oh my god, 3 stuns in one round?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Woo.
Well,
How about you?
congratulations.
Did you want to give it a whirl?
Unfortunately, I'd love to, but I don't have enough time tonight.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And what I'm going to do as a giveaway real quick is I am going to give away this winning hero,
Oh wow.
Philippa Morn Thorn. This level 12 warrior. Warrior will be given away. So I just got a quick just get to my wheel of
It's a cool name,
names.
Philippa Mornborn.
So where is my wheel of names? Where is it? I think I have shortcut to it. All right. Okay, people. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. That is one strategy. There's a lot of strategies to tackle that one, I believe. Probably.
I see Maddie on there twice.
Oh yeah, this is the old one. I gotta delete all these. All right, now. All right, we'll start with my guest. Thank you again for coming on.
Oh, I'm in the running?
Oh yeah.
Oh, holy crap.
Everybody's in the running. Except for myself.
What? You totally got to be in the running. Be in the running, and like if you win, go buy like a legendary to dark summon with and stone it. Then we can watch you level it all the way up.
Yeah, I haven't done a dark summon in a minute. I've been trying to get my heroes all situated. Eric. And I have too many heroes with summons, and I just don't want to burn all those summons.
No, I totally get it. Dark summoning scares the crap out of me. I get it. I know why people do it, but I am not that lucky.
I'm not afraid from a luck perspective. It's just I just don't want, like, when I have like 5 summons left on the hero, I'm like, well, I can't do it. Sarge. All right. Koopa Dag's already here. Eric's already here. Eve, that's me. I thought I saw. I knew I saw some others. Emerson. Yeah. People definitely yell out while I'm collecting the names. Yeah, Maddie.
Digital snipers down there.
A digital sniper. Thank you. Franz popped in. Yes, excellent. Forgot to say, excellent job with Dreamer. I have to go back and listen to the whole thing. I think I missed like half of it, doing one preparing for this and the other getting kids ready for bed and stuff. ADFK. Oh, we had a really good turnout. Thank you, everybody. See, now Wowee brings the people together.
I do. I got
Yeah,
that
you
powerful
do.
branding.
You do. You have more powerful branding than you realize. That's why I'm trying to get you get back out there.
Oh yeah,
But
no, I can't wait until I'm like fully recovered here. Like I want to I want to go through. All right, so while you're doing this, I'll go ahead and throw in some stuff that I'm looking forward to doing here. I want to go
nice.
through my super speculation sheet with all the new stuff that's out, go through all of the ability traits and regrade everything with everything that we know now. And I want to do like a super long stream for it where we got like content creators like you coming in and out. We'll do a giveaway like every 30 minutes or something like that. It'll be a ton of fun.
Yes, that would be awesome. I'm here for it. I'm here for all 5 to 7 hours of it. I may, take a nap in the middle, but I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll get everybody on.
Oh, it'd be awesome. Yes. Shoes. New shoes would show up. All right. Anybody else? Well, we got a long list today. 20 entries. That might be even the longest I've had. Do I have Eric on here? Yeah, I do. Vito. All right. Going once. Going twice. All right. I'm going to copy this 2 more times and paste it.
Nice.
Now we should have 60 entries. Nice, gets it nice. And then we're gonna shuffle, 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 shuffle. All right, that is for the winning. This is for the winning warrior. And Matty Pask's here for the giveaway. Who is it? And is it Wagme? Digital Sniper? Wagme? Digital
Sniper, the real one.
Nice. Congrats. Congrats, Digital Sniper. And thank you to everyone who showed up and watched some or all of this stream and listened to the big brain of Wowee and his theories for this game. You really can't, like, Wowee's the one who set me straight and got me my first win with the boar hunts, because it was not happening. It
Really?
was yeah. When I watched when you said how it got triggered for the rampage, that changed the whole thing. I'm like, oh, you got a plan when you kill the baby boars. Oh,
Well, hot
okay.
damn. I'm super happy that I've been able to help so many people out.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Now, I'm not the only one who's ever said that. I've seen other people say the same thing. I go like, oh yes. Makes so much more sense. Yes. Okay. I get it now. I get it. Yes, but again, thank you for coming on, and can't wait for your full recovery. Can't wait for the new codex / update to the combat engine and new hunt, whatever it may be. I really wonder what the enemy will be. I have no idea, but that we could go another.
I mean, we could talk about that for just a second if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
So,
Yes.
if you look at the checklist,
Yes, I will go back to the checklist.
we've got new void hunt enemy type 1 and type 2, right? So this could mean like what we have for the boar hunt right now. We do have 2 different types of enemies, right?
Right.
But what I'm thinking is we're going to have some sort of pairing. It's either going to be a pairing of 1 and 2, or it's going to be 4. which I think would be very interesting.
4.
And they say that they want this to be as hard as humanly possible. And the way I can only imagine to make it as hard as humanly possible is to initiate invulnerability windows for certain for certain enemies,
Right.
where you're only allowed to deal damage to somebody else. I know Sticks Intern's gonna call me out immediately, but I think there's going to be a 2-phase fight here where you're going to have enemies on the ground that you can deal damage to, and then enemies in the air that you can't deal damage to without using ranged attacks, and they're going to switch positions to try and dilute the damage across the board. So they're going to make it so they're going to try for you to not kill just one as fast as possible. They're going to try and make it so all the damage gets spread out everywhere.
Oh gosh.
So it's going to take the maximum amount of turns.
Right. And that could work depending on their heal mechanic, if there is any. Because if they also have a heal mechanic with that, then that's almost a, that's
it's gonna be nuts if they have a heal mechanic.
But
gonna have to utilize a lot of silence.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's just the flying part that gets them. Okay, well, let's say maybe they don't fly. Maybe they're not like bird dudes. Maybe they're water dudes, and they dive under the water. Right, you can't reach them, or they die, or they dig underground, and you can't reach them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether they fly or not or whatever. It's just a matter of they're there and they're not there. So you only have limited windows to actually kill them. Attack and kill them. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Everything being time-based would make it ultra difficult, which is what they're going for. So I think that's the way they're going to be going. If I'm wrong, I can't wait to be pleasantly surprised, honestly.
If you're wrong, what if they weren't going that way? Then they heard your comments. It's like, oh, we should go that way. Then
I think the creators for DFK listen to all of the streams very intently, and whenever someone says anything that's like, that's kind of a good point, they're like, write that down, we're gonna do that.
We're gonna do it. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. It's like when I've had especially workhorse, like workers, like if you said that, you go like, yeah, oh yeah, write that down. Let's do that one. Like that's really evil.
You gotta put that in there.
Get that in there. Oh man. But now I'm gonna have to think on that one. Like level of frustration.
Saying, flight has not been introduced. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here looking at new Void Hunt enemy skills.
Right. Skill 1 and skill 2. But I really can't. I can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. And hopefully we'll see something in the next 2-3 weeks. I'm hoping.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Yes. So again, thank you for coming out, and hopefully you fully recover. I know you're almost all the way there. My wife has got something like that, and she's about 90% at this point. It's been a long time. It's been, and hopefully we can do it again. And
yeah, this was a ton of fun.
Yeah, can't wait to hear once we get some real information on the heroes in the hunt. I'm going to be first in line for the big Wowee show.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. I'll let you know what's going on. I'll be posting some details about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I can't wait for you and Maddie to hash it out. It's always fun. All right. Well, thanks everyone again, and I will be back next week. Don't know who my guest will be, but I'll figure it out. And everybody out there, happy DFK. We'll talk to you later. See ya.
Bye, everybody.